And referee cuts off. The count in one.
You expect these pins to last much longer at this stage in the match.
CM Punk struggling a bit here. Not the welcome return to competing on Raw he had hoped thus far. Got them off their feet here. Sit-out powerbomb.
He saw that one coming.
Thunderous clothesline.
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights. Go to sleep. Now CM Punk needs to end this.
Perched up top. A diving knee drop.
And Punk now lifting his opponent up. And back go to sleep. And once again, that has to ensure victory.
Kick out at two.
Rollins staying in this thing. Some could even say he's far too stubborn to have things end like that.
Punk took his best shot, gave him everything he had, but just couldn't get the pin. Into a bulldog. Cover. 2 count. Punk wins. Punk beats Rollins.
Here is your winner,
What a fight, what a night, and what a win. CM Punk once again showing why he is indeed the best in the world.
This truly was a battle between two men at the absolute top of the mountain when it comes to professional wrestling. This really could have gone either way a number of times, but in the end, Punk had Rollins' number.
Yeah, but don't think this is over for Rollins. If anything, this result is only going to enrage him even more, set him off even more on his self-imposed.
WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be the culmination of all those years of hard work. After all the ups and downs, all roads pointed to the one location I'd always dreamed of, the main event of WrestleMania. My victories over Drew and Seth had shown that I was still at the top of my game. After I eliminated both Roman and Rollins at the 2025 Royal Rumble, I soon found myself tossed over and thrown to the floor. And that allowed Rollins to release all his frustrations, taking Roman out with a stomp, attacking me, and punctuating the whole mess with another stomp on Roman. So when Heyman announced that the three of us would meet in the main event of the first night of WrestleMania 41, that's when I struck. I used my earned favor from Survivor Series to request Heyman be in my corner that night. This infuriated Roman Reigns, who would not listen to reason, insistent that Heyman had turned his back on his tribal chief. And in all the madness, Roman and I both lost sight. We never thought that night would end the way it did.
Oh, no!
Heyman betraying both of us.
Oh, my God! What the hell did we just witness?
I can't think of a better candidate for slingshot tech to address. It took my whole career to get to that main event. So let's go back to WrestleMania 41 and get me the win that I was well on my way to earning. Let's destroy the architect's plans. Let's show the Oracle that he doesn't see all. And let's force Roman Reigns to acknowledge us.
Here comes Seth freaking Rollins.
The visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
officially the coolest entrance living every man's dream, Seth freaking Rollins.
Las Vegas serenading Seth freaking Rollins.
You guys remember what happened 10 years ago up in California, the Bay Area? Seth Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank in the heist of the century at WrestleMania.
An iconic call for an iconic performance. Seth needs another one of those iconic moments this evening against two of the best this industry has ever seen.
A 14th appearance at WrestleMania, the third time he's been in the main event.
Come to WrestleMania for the wrestling, but stay for the karaoke. We've got a bit of everything tonight here in Vegas.
The OTC has arrived in Sin City.
From Pensacola, Florida, they're 264 pounds. The OTC, Roman Reigns.
For a record 10th time, Roman Reigns will main event WrestleMania.
A titan of this industry marching to the ring with his signature celestial swagger, the epitome of ice-cold, effortless cool.
Roman Reigns with a record of 9-3 at WrestleMania. Guys, there are only a handful of men in history with more wins than Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Three of those men are The Undertaker, John Cena, and the Game Triple H.
Pressure? What pressure? It's only the main event of WrestleMania, but this is a road Roman Reigns has taken many times before.
This man has a locker at the main event of WrestleMania. This is where Roman Reigns lives.
A lot of questions this week about who would carry the Ula Fala to the ring. Paul Heyman would normally do that. Tonight, Roman Reigns come to the ring with the Ula Fala on his neck himself. And for the first time in many, many years, Roman Reigns heads into battle alone.
The Ula Fala symbolizes the head of the family. And when you talk about Roman Reigns' family, you're talking about one of the most successful and powerful families in the history of wrestling. Tens of thousands of ones to the sky here in Las Vegas.
The Anoa'i family dominance continuing here at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns in a triple threat match for pride. Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is in the main event of WrestleMania.
It has to be a surreal moment for CM Punk.
Accompanied to the ring by WWE Hall of Famer, the Wise Man, Paul Heyman, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins look thoroughly disgusted over the fact that Paul Heyman walked down to the ring with a Second City Saint. It is CM Punk's first WrestleMania match in 12 years. Remember, he missed last year's WrestleMania with a torn triceps, and this year he goes into triple threat action with Reigns and Rollins, two men that he cannot stand. Triple threat rules. The first man to gain pinfall or submission will win this match. There are no countouts, no disqualifications. He's won championships, he's made friends, he's made enemies. Tonight is CM Punk's night. Tonight is CM Punk's main event.
The pressure has always been CM Punk's playground. The fire has always been burning, and his only addiction is wrestling.
It's a clash of the Titans here at WrestleMania. The original Tribal Chief, the visionary, the best in the world in a triple threat match.
Punk has waited a long time for this, to main event the show of shows. And to make things better, he gets a chance to take down the two men who have been standing in his way since his return.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins think they run WWE, that this is their world that Punk has stepped into. But they've got plenty of history to work out between themselves too. This is going to be one for the ages. Seth left an opening, looking for a neck breaker, but denied, and a hangman's neck breaker of their own.
CM Punk who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman, when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the Wise Man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the Tribal Chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy train of Roman Reigns, and now to turn his back on him for tonight.
I'm sure a betting man would tell you the odds are against CM Punk here, against two younger competitors who have been on top in WWE for the past decade. However, that's when Punk does his best work, when he's backed into a corner on the biggest stage possible.
Yeah, in a bad situation, the bright lights here at WrestleMania could just bring out the best in CM Punk. German suplex released. And Roman and Seth, two former allies, would make a lot of sense for them to team up with CM Punk tonight.
Yeah, I think it's way too late to strike that deal, Michael Cole. 10 years of animosity will eliminate all signs of trust between the two former mates.
Remember, in many ways, the obsession by Reigns for Rollins last year cost Reigns the championship in the record reign.
And Punk would be quite happy if that obsession continues. It's clearly personal for Roman and Seth, but for Punk, tonight's just about business. Masterful display of defense from both wrestlers.
Stepping out of the ring here. Rollins is searching under the apron.
Rollins combos there. Any connection with flesh will definitely leave a welt. Oh, clothesline.
And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Seth has a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared up for 10 years.
Up and into a Falcon Arrow. Oh, that was a a stiff shot with that kendo stick.
Rollins getting work done. So important to keep Seth from gaining any momentum. This is what happens in a triple threat match. Might be time to regroup and let the other two duke it out for a bit.
Sidewalks in there with the cover. Still only got one.
Kicking out now sends a very clear message.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Ouch. Impressive.
CM Punk connects with a Uranagi,
And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
power slam, but sliding up,
Counting into an inverted DDT. He's in for something bad.
for the first time in a long... Punk now lifting his opponent up. And back down with a GTS. Will that sew this up for Punk?
Nice sit-out powerbomb.
Comes down across the head with the axe handle.
This is the main event of WrestleMania, and if anyone can dig deeper than most, it is Seth freaking Rollins.
Position.
Fighting out. Hammering away with punches to the...
Doing whatever it takes.
He goes back into the ring here. Here's the cover. Does he have it? Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable.
Ripcord. Lariat. Rollins with an homage to the game. Pedigree.
Rollins goes into the cover. This could do it. Intercepts the pin attempt.
Unable to evade the offense.
And Punk finding himself on the wrong side of another exchange. It's been coming to Punk from all angles tonight. Super kick. Good night. The King Slayer is down.
Looking to end this thing for good. And there's the...
The ropes already forming from that kendo shot. Boom! One step ahead there.
This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each set. What's he doing? He had this match in the bag.
Rollins, is it enough to overcome Punk?
Oh, man, this might be it.
Two. Shoulder up into the three.
There is that legendary fighting spirit of Punk on full display.
It's not often we see the tribal chief held up at the 1 yard line. You have to think Roman will want to dial up that maneuver one more time.
Ripcord knee.
High rent district for CM Punk. He's reaching under the ring for anything useful.
Seth Rollins has found his favorite equalizer, a steel chair.
Sliding back into the ring.
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Go to sleep.
Now CM Punk needs to end this. I guess he doesn't think he's done enough damage to put this one away yet.
Scrambling up the top turnbuckle now.
From above.
Incoming.
Wow, cross body. Ouch. This is not about a championship. This is about pride. And
what's it going to take to end it? It might be this. Go to sleep.
That's going to keep Rollins down.
We knew this one was going to be good, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have outdone all expectations.
bang, he finds a counter.
Cinches up the arm in a series of boots.
Going for the pin for the win. And he kicks out of the pin and one.
After everything we've seen tonight, he must be using the reserve tanks at this point. Rollins now looking to show his power off. Powerbomb. One down. Hard punch.
Leg drop across the neck.
Jeez, that's going to leave a mark.
And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impact. Charging himself up and going in for the kill stop. Here's Seth's big chance.
And straight into the pin attempt.
How do you even do that? Kicking out at one after a move like that.
And we know Rollins has a temper. You have to think he's starting to get in his own head a bit.
What a match this has been. What a fight.
We always say that anything can happen in WWE, and this audience is seeing that firsthand.
Down he goes. Spiked. Just remember that attacks to the head like that can build up quickly. Ooh, neck breaker.
Rollins looking to bait his opponent into a mistake.
Reigns turns that around. Hoisted up high here.
Just smashing it. Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen.
GTS. Can Reigns recover from that?
Got him where he wants him.
Up and
Perfect Falcon Arrow there.
time to go for a ride. Exploder suplex. Rollins making perfectly clear who the visionary is in this match.
And he re-enters into the ring. Over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
Got him.
Roman just adding salt to the wound right now.
Russian leg sweep.
And he cleans that clock to get some breathing room. Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects. And now
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
Calculating the next move here.
Have you ever seen a human being tossed like that?
opponent doubled over. This doesn't look good. Huge stomp. Did Rollins get enough of it?
Bam! God, that disturbing sound of the kendo snapping on flesh.
With a ripcord revolution knee.
That might have put it away. 2. Oh, my Lord. How in the world is he still going?
Everyone thought that was the end. My goodness.
And that was an effective attack, guys.
Gentlemen, we are witnessing history in the making here.
What an
Roman, spear, spear. That could be Punk's demise.
And he stops the ref's count.
Brutal club.
Oh! Big impact with the leg drop. Quick into the cover. This could be it.
A kick out at 2.
It's not over yet. Start the chance. This is awesome.
He quickly slides into the ring. And now Punk. Kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
Rollins trying to prevent that GTS on Reigns, but he's about to eat one himself.
Oh, bang. Spear. Stop. Everybody down.
Oh, Oh, what a moment of chaos in this match. If any man here can get a cover, it could be victory, but wait up. Lurking is Paul Heyman with a steel chair.
And no shocker here. Handing the chair to his friend, CM Punk.
Oh, Heyman went for a low blow, but caught by CM Punk.
What the hell is Heyman thinking?
And now Punk with a roundhouse kick to Reigns.
Well, Heyman tried to stab his man, CM Punk, in the back, but was denied. But now Rollins with a low blow of his own on Punk. What the hell is going on?
And now, Heyman handing the chair to Rollins. What the hell? Oh, no!
The devil's work is afoot tonight.
Plan B all over again.
That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people is he going to betray?
You're missing the oof
Under the chair.
There's no way that didn't do some permanent damage, guys.
And Punk now looking for the pinfall. And he fights it off.
his resiliency on another level. This match on another level. I am truly at a loss for words here.
Rollins knows to be irritating. We're seeing no different now.
Uh-oh. He is looking to do some serious harm.
Seth turns that away. Rollins now, opponent defenseless. Stomp into the ground.
We've seen this win matches for Rollins.
They're going to have to try to fight out of this. Body shots connecting. Good technique reversing Rollins. Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Wow, elbow!
Reigns now, opponent down, he's setting it up.
Jumping neck breaker. Ouch. Roman's shoulders are down. Punk has beat the odds. Has defeated both Reigns and Rollins.
Here is your winner, Punk!
A moment of pure vindication here for CM Punk.
This was a lifetime in the making, and it couldn't have been any harder earned. Punk had to get through Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins to finally taste a main event victory here at WrestleMania.
But now he's done it. The Second City Saint is victorious at the Showcase of the Immortals.
Now that's more like it. Standing triumphant at WrestleMania 41 thanks to you. Something I really like about this slingshot technology is I'm not restricted to only my matches. I have the power to jump into the boots of other superstars and change the course of their career too. And I can think of no better choice than the main event of 1997 Survivor Series. That's right, the infamous night that saw Bret Hart defend his championship against Shawn Michaels. They had so many epic battles, but after a particularly painful loss to Michaels at WrestleMania 12, Bret would take a sabbatical from WWE, eventually returning late in 1996. By the spring of 1997, things were much different than WWE. Bret and his family had reformed a bigger and better Hart Foundation, while Shawn and his friends created DX.
Are you ready?
The two groups despised each other, and after months of chaos, it all led to Survivor Series. And it was on that night that Shawn would steal the championship and send Bret Hart packing to WCW in an event known as the Montreal Screwjob. It's no secret that I'm a Bret Hart fan, and I consider him one of the greatest of all time. So let's hop into Bret's boots and take on Shawn Michaels in his prime. something I never got to do. The plan is simple. Avoid the sharpshooter, and we'll be okay. But if Shawn can apply the hold, we know exactly what is going to happen. Slingshot Tech, take us to the 1997 Survivor Series in Montreal.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Possibly the two biggest egos in all of wrestling history are about to collide here tonight.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the WWE.
How many times have we heard Shawn Michaels say, "I won't lay down for anybody"? And how many times have we heard Bret say, he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be? It is put up or shut up time for both men.
Well, Shawn Michaels certainly not endearing himself to the fans here in Canada.
Well, HBK is arrogant, but he is the greatest athlete in the history of World Wrestling Entertainment, bar none.
I'd like to see you tell Bret Hart that. You can feel the electricity.
His opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 234 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart!
And what an ovation for the 21-year veteran who debuted at the age of 19 in 1976 in Calgary.
Shawn Michaels would not allow D-Generation X to accompany him to the ring tonight, and likewise, Bret Hart would not allow the Hart Foundation to accompany him either.
You know, this is not about the money. This might not even be about the title.
These two men truly believe in their hearts that they are the better man.
Come on, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. This is all about power. You know it, and I know it.
The WWE Championship, one of the most highly contested titles in the world of professional wrestling. Will Bret Hart remain champion? Will Shawn Michaels carry the gold once again?
This has been one of the most heated rivalries we've ever seen. Bret and Shawn are just so diametrically opposite. I don't think there's any way they could ever coexist peacefully.
It's really a matter of pride versus arrogance, and each of them are guilty of both. You can literally feel how much tension there is in the air here in Montreal.
It's been rumored that if he loses here tonight, this might be Bret's last match in the WWE. That just adds to how much is on the line here.
Watch the quickness on this. Bang! Snap suplex.
Every shot these two throw at each other tonight is being delivered with such venom, such disdain.
Oh, that's to be expected the way these two have been exchanging verbal jabs at each other for a long time now.
I can only put it this way. The words Bret and Shawn use for each other are not suitable for children to hear.
To be honest, they're not suitable at a bar either, Wade.
Oh, no, not at all. You'll have quite the ruckus at the pub using the names Bret and Shawn have called each other.
Our official got caught in the line of fire. Shot in the face gets him out of that spot.
Shawn gets tossed out of the ring.
Exiting the ring.
Hitman with an opening.
Wow, what impact! This Canadian biased crowd continues to let Shawn Michaels know what they think about him. A very hostile environment for HBK.
Yeah, and Shawn has never done himself any favors towards changing their opinion either. At least we can say Michaels isn't prejudiced to who he insults. If you have a pulse, you're fair game.
The referee is so close to calling a countout. And just barely made it back in.
Driven down with a sidewalk slam.
And now the Hitman is dissecting the opposition.
HBK is
Takeoff! Diving leg drop!
From way up high.
Just from a style standpoint, Bret and Shawn are totally opposite. Bret's slow, methodical, with a technical approach versus Shawn's fast, explosive offense.
We also know that neither of them is above doing whatever it takes to get the advantage. We could go back and forth about which style is better, but it all boils down to simply who wants it more.
Figure 4. Leg lock.
Needs to find a way out, reversing the pressure. That'll break the hold.
Wow, man. This personal rivalry goes so far back. You can see the seeds of it when they were both tag team competitors, part of the Hart Foundation and the Rockers. Each man becoming breakout stars and leaders of a new generation in WWE. Up until that point, it was professional. But recent years and the weight of carrying the industry have changed these men.
The turning point was WrestleMania, Cole, when Bret was screwed out of the title in that Iron Man match. If the score is tied at the buzzer, it is a draw, and the title should have remained with Bret.
Well, it certainly felt like we were all learning the rules as it happened that night, but tonight the rules are very clear in this match, so I highly doubt we'll see any kind of screwy finish tonight. Watch the quickness on this. Whipped over in a snap suplex.
And to speak on the elephant in the room, yes, there's been a lot of speculation that if Bret Hart loses this match, this will be his last match in WWE.
Yeah, I tried to get a word from the Hitman earlier today about the rumors, but I was quickly escorted away by his Hart Foundation brethren.
It's a rumor cloud that hangs above the collective minds of this capacity crowd. Such an anxious feeling inside this arena.
Butterfly suplex.
Oh! Michaels gets out of dodge.
Clothesline. Off with their head. And the Hitman continues to deliver irreparable damage onto Michaels.
Stalking from above.
And Bret on the top rope and the referee knocked down, guys.
While tucked down Shawn Michaels, but accidentally took down the ref in the process. And at this point, all bets are off.
Michaels to the eyes of the Hitman. Shawn taking advantage of the referee's state at the moment. But what is HBK thinking now? Oh,
and now looking for a sharpshooter. Bret Hart's own move. Shawn Michaels trying to turn him on his belly.
And the referee dropped once again as Bret kicked Michaels away.
And another ref's in.
What is going on here?
I guess we're not going to get a screw job tonight, Wade.
Oh, the wind just shoulders down. Championship on the line. A defiant kick out after one.
It might be stubbornness or it might be lunacy, but he's refusing to stay down here. The Hitman now taking his opponent down. Grapevine locked in. Sharpshooter applied.
Applying torturous amounts of prep. Bret retains the title.
Here is your winner and
feel the uncertainty in the air already.
Yeah, who knows what Bret is going to do now?
A lot of questions still unanswered here.
Feels good to execute some long overdue showcase justice. Now, I'd like to switch gears, indulge myself a little, and use this technology to go up against 3 WWE legends that I've dreamed of competing against in a WWE ring. First up is a trip to the land of the extreme, ECW. When I first made it to WWE, I started on their ECW brand, but I always wondered how I do in the original ECW. Who would I face, you ask? Who is CM Punk's dream ECW opponent? Well, you know me, I aim high. And if I went to ECW and didn't call out the king of the deathmatch, the hardcore icon, if I didn't call out Cactus Jack to show me what extreme truly means, then what am I even doing here? The most violent of Mick Foley's alter egos, Cactus Jack tormented foes in the United States, Puerto Rico, Japan, basically anywhere that had glass, barbed wire, and fire was a place he wanted to compete. But I'd want my match to be at Hardcore Heaven 1994, a show made famous when the fans threw so many chairs into the ring it covered both Cactus and Terry Funk as well.
Please do not throw chairs into the ring! Stop the chairs!
Cactus Jack was a master of the Falls Count Anywhere match. It allowed him to be at his very best, and that is exactly what I want here. Whether you take me into battle or side with Cactus, you need to know that you're going to be in for a fight. But proving yourself against CM Punk is just as valuable as proving yourself as CM Punk, so you win either way. And I get to live out my dream no matter what.
CM Punk is here, and he is ready to return to the extreme.
Falls Count Anywhere in the ECW arena against Cactus Jack. I have a feeling that extreme will only be scratching the surface during this match.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
Taking nothing away from Punk, an ECW World Champion in his own right. Is he truly ready for tonight? Because the ECW that CM Punk was a part of and the ECW that Cactus Jack was a part of are two completely different breeds.
Very true, but Punk has always embodied the heart and soul of ECW, no matter what era. And we know he's got a big enough chip on his shoulder to want to prove that at any cost tonight.
What we should really worry about is what Cactus Jack plans to do to Punk's heart and soul tonight. Because if Cactus has his way, it won't be pretty. And it won't be for the faint of heart.
CM Punk ready to go to battle. Ready to stand toe-to-toe with ECW's infamous Cactus Jack.
A disturbed, violent man with his sights set on CM Punk.
From Truth or Consequences, New Mexico.
Folks, I can already warn you, this match will not be for the faint of heart. The war of words between these two men, CM Punk and Cactus Jack, has come and gone, and now it's time for a war of wit.
Going big here.
Slingshot cross body.
A roll of the dice, and it pays off in full.
And it's CM Punk, Cactus Jack. Two absolute narcissists obsessed with their own self-righteous worldviews who both think the world revolves around them. So tonight, this entire arena belongs to them in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Oh, an exploder suplex. Oh, colliding with a barricade. And Punk gets countered there. Even though Cactus Jack and CM Punk have never faced off in the ring, Punk has had confrontations with Mick Foley in the past. In 2012, Punk brutally attacked Mick backstage.
And that attack almost led to a Survivor Series match where Punk and Foley would have served as team captains. But as they say so often, cards subject to change.
Well, I, for one, am glad. That match would have been a battle by proxy. This one is a hardcore war.
Especially the more physical the match gets. In fact, that increased physicality only seems to fuel him even more in a fight.
Yeah, that's the sadistic nature of Cactus Jack in full effect. Cactus knows how to tap into something dangerous, something unpredictable, something that most superstars wouldn't even dare to go anywhere near. But as we all know, CM Punk is just built different. And when Punk has to, he can tap into something dangerous himself.
Clothesline. A Falls Count Anywhere match certainly lends itself to extreme activity.
Both arms are hooked.
Backslide in mine. Gets the shoulder up and one. Not yet. Oh, look at this. Float over neck breaker. Picture perfect. I'm really not sure why they've taken the fight to the stage here.
Yeah, I don't think anything good can come from this.
Just speaks to the animosity at play here, I guess. Willing to fight like an animal. Oh, and a right hand for good measure.
Say goodnight. Sleeper hold is applied.
Wait, look at this. And a great counter to the submission. And things backstage are getting quickly out of hand.
Oh, they're done playing nice. They've got some serious aggression that needs to be worked out, and this just might be the best way to do it.
Knee straight to the gut, stays off the attack. Up and connecting with the Falcon Arrow.
Watch out. There's a seat for your face.
Good night.
God, Lord, brutally swinging that steel chair.
A nasty rake of the eyes. Reversal. And that turns things around.
Hit by the soaring cone.
Wow. Ooh, nothing safe about using a cone like that.
Evades the attack and not a moment too soon. Good reflexes from him there. CM Punk hoists his opponent down with a GTS.
Using the chair with no caution at all.
Oh my gosh, what impact! Ooh! Jack just got out of there.
That holds back Cactus Jack's attack. Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here?
Ooh! Went straight through the table. CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there.
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
He's headed straight up that ladder. He's reached the top. Not sure what the plan is now.
He might just be stalling for time here.
CM Punk rallying the crowd behind him.
Shoulders down, this could be it. He gets the kick out after the one. Nice takedown. Stack them up. Oh, it turns it around and has the pin. No idea what he's planning here.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything good, Cole.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
Oh my, not like this!
Holy hell, that was a horrible landing.
What in the hell are we witnessing now? Things have gone too far.
From the top.
Elbow drop. Good Lord.
Here we go. Down with the elbow.
Opponent lifted up. Jaw. Meet knee. Go to sleep.
My God. Did you hear that chair shot? Oh, the chair projected right to their face. Turned it around with a reversal. What a knee lift. I'd say they should be careful over there, but I think danger is what they have in mind.
They're out to cause real bodily harm.
Everything he can do to create space here.
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects, and now
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done. the sound you want to hear.
Getting carried to a vulnerable position here. Incredible impact.
Boom! Fired back with that elbow.
Lifted way up. Oh, atomic drop.
Oh, fires back with a kick to the gut.
Neck breaker after the float over. That was pretty. Big boot.
Ooh! He really needs to cover up as his head is clearly the target here.
Oh, no, I can't imagine what's going to happen next.
I can't wait to find out.
And battling out in a very unsafe and precarious area.
There's plenty of ways this could go wrong fighting up on the stage like this.
And Punk making his way back to the ring.
Up and forced down. This will be bad for him.
Oh, driver.
Spiked him.
Punk formulating a move.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Got him where he wants him.
Up and delivering a Falcon Arrow.
His body has been the main focus of a lot of offense tonight.
Top rope.
With the elbow drop. CM Punk definitely added a little oomph there. Cactus Jack might not even know where he is right now.
Sent right into the corner.
A scramble in the corner now. CM Punk climbing the ropes. Cooking up something, looking for something big here to put this one away. Oh my! The plunge! Is it the finishing touch Punk needs? And shifting over for the cover.
There's two. Good Lord. CM Punk just defeated Cactus Jack in the ECW arena.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
What a violent match this was. CM Punk has to have been feeling some kind of catharsis, making it through this, and most importantly, making it through Cactus Jack.
While Punk may have won the battle, but the thing about a sadist like Cactus Jack is that he has no problem soldiering on with the war.
Yeah, CM Punk and Cactus Jack just went through hell here. But we know for a fact that's where Cactus Jack feels most comfortable. Win or lose, Punk deserves to celebrate. But he should also watch his back from now on.